What's happening out there, everyone? Welcome to the video. So what I'm going to be doing for you guys today is I'm going to be laying out an exact ab routine that you guys can use to help develop your abs while here in lockdown. This is a very simple routine. All these exercises are done with nothing more than your body weight and a little bit of floor space, so I'm eliminating all of your excuses right here, right now. This is going to be broken up into upper abs, lower abs, entire six-pack, and obliques. Each category here today is going to be having 2 exercises. Each exercise here today is going to have its own set and rep recommendations, but you can really do them for as many sets and reps as feels correct to you, and you can progress them as much as you really want to. So, could I ask you guys to do me a quick favor? If you enjoyed this video, and if you're new around here, would you be able to hit that subscribe button for me, and also smash the thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video? This is a very simple routine. You can do this anytime, anywhere, but before I get started with this, I think it's time to hit that epic intro.
Every corner twice as bright, they'll be my treasures forever. When I can't hold you tight, I'll see the Stockholm lights, the Stockholm lights, the Stockholm lights.
To kick this routine off today, I'm going to be showing you our 2 upper ab exercises first. This one that you see me doing right here is called the high crunch. So essentially what you're going to be doing is you're going to get into a normal crunch position. Then what you're going to do from there is raise both of your arms up so that they're straight, lock out at the elbows, and you're going to simply go up until you feel that contraction in your abs. You're going to hold that there for a second, and then you're going to lower down slow and controlled. You can do this very easily. You don't even need a yoga mat to do it. I'm just doing it for extra comfort. But this is a really simple exercise. It really helps to isolate those upper abs and get that core strength going as well. Exercise number 2 that we've got for our upper abs today is called the V-up. So the way that you're going to get into position for this is you're going to lock out at both the elbows and the knees, keeping your arms and legs as straight as you can throughout this entire exercise. Then you're going to raise your legs up to about 45 to 60 degree angle, whichever feels the best to you. Then you're going to just raise your arms up so that they touch at around your knees. And with the same as with the high crunch, you're going to try to feel that contraction in the abs at the top. Pause for a second. Then you're going to try to lower that down slow and controlled. Make sure you're breathing throughout this entire exercise. Make sure you breathe out on the way up and then breathe in on the way down. So we're kicking off lower abs with this first exercise. This one is called the lying leg raise. This is very similar to the hanging leg raise, but it's a lot easier just because you don't have to have that extra core strength for stability as you're doing this if you're hanging on a pull-up bar. But this one, all you're going to do is you're going to just lay flat on your back, keep your hands planted against the floor, and you're going to keep your knees locked out, keep your legs as straight as you can throughout this entire exercise. Then you're just going to raise your legs up as far as you can, and once you feel like you can't go anymore, make sure you raise your hips up off the ground so that your butt comes slightly up off the ground. And what this is going to do is it's going to help to engage the lower abs a little bit more, because otherwise your hip flexors are going to try to take over and your upper abs are going to try to take over, but we don't want that to happen. So you're going to try to make sure that you get your butt off the floor as much as you can. And then at the top, make sure you pause again, try to feel that contraction, and then lower down as slow and controlled as you can. So lower ab exercise number 2 today is called the leg circles. This is going to be kind of similar to the hanging leg raise in that it's going to really target those lower abs. It's going to get that burn going really well. So what you're going to do is you're going to support yourself on your elbows, kind of have your torso bent slightly to kind of engage the core and engage the entire six-pack as well here. Then what you're going to do is you're going to bend slightly at the knees, just enough so your feet can come up off the ground a little bit. Then from there you're just going to bring your legs up and around in circles clockwise for a certain amount of reps, and then once you're done with that, switch and then go counterclockwise for the rest of the set. It's very important that you're able to keep this slow and controlled, because if you go too fast, your abs are not going to be working here. And then the hip flexors are going to take over and you're not going to be able to feel that contraction in your abs. And it's also important that you switch directions, don't just only train one single direction. So now that we've hit upper and lower abs, we're going to try to engage both of them so that they can work together as one. And the first exercise that's going to help do this is the hollow hold. So what you're going to do is you're going to just start out laying flat on the ground. Then you're going to try to raise your arms and your legs up so that your upper back comes off the ground and your legs are entirely off the ground. So at this point, the only point of contact should be your butt and your lower back. and you're just going to try to hold this while contracting your abs as hard as you can for as long as you really can do this. And this is kind of similar to a plank, but in my opinion it's a little bit more difficult. And it's really, especially if you're trying to carry this out for as long as you can, it's really going to start to feel that burn in the entire six-pack. And this is just a great isometric exercise to help get those abs working together and help get that fire going. Alright, so the only thing left to hit today is those obliques. And this one that I'm going to start out with today is called the side punch sit-up. So everyone knows how to do a sit-up, but this one is a little bit different. You're just going to get into your normal position that you always would, but instead you're going to extend your arms out and you're going to act as if you're punching from side to side as you rotate your torso as far as you can. And then as you're doing this, as you get to the point where you can't rotate anymore, make sure you pause for a second and feel the contraction in your obliques on either side. And even if you want to, you can interrupt this by going through a normal sit-up in between each rotation side to side. But this one is great to help involve the upper body in this a little bit too for stability. And it's also going to really engage those obliques and help to really define them. So the last exercise of the day is called windshield wipers. These are a bit of a more advanced exercise, so if you had trouble with the lying leg raise, then I would suggest that you try to improve on the side punch sit-up instead of doing this, and just progressing that until you're finally able to do the windshield wipers. But if you're able to do this, the form that you're going to get into is you're just going to lie flat on your back. It's going to be pretty much exactly the same setup as with the lying leg raise. The only difference is, instead of raising your legs up, you're going to keep them in the same position. And you're just going to rotate from side to side as far down as you can on either side until you feel that contraction in your obliques. Then as usual, you're just going to pause there, feel it for a second, and then come back up to the top. When you do this, make sure that you're getting an even amount of reps on either side. So make sure when you go to the left, count 1, then go back to the right, count that as 1. So in one entire rotation, that should count as 1 rep. So this is a great finisher. It's really going to hit those obliques and it's going to get the entire six-pack going as well for stability. So this is really going to hit every part of the abs as well as the core, so it's just a great finisher. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you found it helpful. I tried to include exercises that hit the abs from every angle here, so there should be no stone left unturned when it comes to this workout, and it should really help you to develop those abs by the time this lockdown is over. And the best thing about this, as I said before, is you need absolutely no equipment, so you really can do this anytime, anywhere, and you can progress this as much as you want to by increasing the reps and the sets that you do. So, I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, please be sure to subscribe and also hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed this one. I'll catch every last one of you guys in the next video, but until then, stay fit, stay hungry. I'll see all of you guys next time. Peace.